Today, the media fraternity is mourning the death of two journalists. Let's cross over to Ugunja, where Okokusa is giving us an update. Eric Olo, our star correspondent, was found dead, and we understand by this afternoon that Inspector Kerubo, who is attached to the Ugunja police station, and two other people have been arrested. Let's get the final details from Okokusa. Okokusa, we're just waking up to these two stories about the two journalists who have died, one applying to his death, but the other one was found dead. Tell us more about this incident.
Well, Ken, as you've mentioned, there at least 4 people have so far been arrested. We are talking of Sabina Kerubo, who is the chief inspector of police attached to Ugunja, whose house actually is where Eric's body was found early this morning. And of course, police have also brought in her daughter and the housemaid, and of course another man by the name Victor Ogola Luta, who is said or reported by neighbors and Eric. Of course, they are also pursuing another man, actually Victor's brother, who is also said to have been in the house and was involved in a scuffle with the deceased. And of course, police also have launched investigations just to ascertain what exactly happened. What we are made to understand, according to the landlord, is that sometime in the wee hours of this morning, he got a visitor, the name Sabina Kerubo, who came to seek for transport, asking him to help ferry Eric to hospital. But when he responded and went to the house, he found Eric lying on the floor with deep cuts on the head, and that prompted him to read some suspicion on what was happening. So he declined to provide that transport and instead asked Kerubo to call in the police because he suspected that there was some foul play in the whole thing. So when he asked Kerubo to call the police, she was a bit reluctant, and therefore the landlord says he suspected that something was amiss, and actually lying soaked in blood, and thereafter they moved it to Ambera Sub-County Hospital, where mortuary, where the body is currently in. So where we are is at the Ugunja police station. Earlier on, the OCPD that they had actually arrested Sabina, but it turned out that that had not happened. She was arrested actually a few minutes ago at not very far from here. That is where the police collected her. And of course, earlier on, they had picked the daughter and the housemaid and of course Victor. So as we speak now, police have taken the 3 suspects, excluding Kerubo, who is being held at the police station here, but they have taken Victor, the housemaid, and the daughter back to the scene, to the house, just to carry out forensic investigations at that particular place. Remember, we are also made to understand that Eric had been cohabiting with this particular chief inspector of police for close to 2 years, and of course there was, according to neighbors, that disagreements between them on and off, and of course the additional men standing out that Victor and his brother were also in part of this particular relationship, which is now distraught and grief-stricken. And of course, they are demanding that all the police should do all they can to not to leave any stone unturned in this particular incident. Back to you, Ken.